The world's oldest monarchy faces off against its wealthiest. Buckingham Palace versus desert palaces dripping in gold, royal carriages against fleets of supercars. Welcome to the ultimate royal showdown. In one corner, the British monarchy, with centuries of tradition, priceless crown jewels and estates worth billions. In the other, the House of Saud, rulers of Saudi Arabia, with a fortune so vast, estimated at over $1.4 trillion, it makes even queens seem middle class. But which royal family truly lives more extravagantly? Is it the understated elegance of the Windsors, with their ancient castles and ceremonial pageantry? Or the jaw-dropping opulence of the Saudi princes, with their gold-plated jets and half-billion-dollar yachts? Today, we dive into the palaces, possessions, and private lives of these ruling dynasties to answer one question: who lives more lavishly? If you're fascinated by how the ultra-wealthy really live, hit that subscribe button and activate notifications. Here at Billionaire Xclusives, we bring you inside the world's most powerful families, where luxury knows no limits. The British monarchy traces its roots back over 1,000 years, with William the Conqueror's 1066 victory at the Battle of Hastings marking the beginning of continuous royal rule. Through centuries of conquests, marriages, and colonial expansion, the Windsors, who adopted this name in 1917, replacing their German surname, built an empire upon which the sun never set. Today's British royal family, led by King Charles III, represents the modern face of this ancient institution. Their wealth comes from multiple sources: the Crown Estate, a massive portfolio of land and property; the Duchies of Lancaster and Cornwall, private estates dating back to the 14th century, and personal inheritances passed down through generations. Forbes estimates the British royal family's collective worth at approximately $88 billion. However, this figure includes assets they don't personally own. Buckingham Palace, valued at nearly $5 billion, technically belongs to the sovereign as head of state, not as a private individual. The same applies to the crown jewels and many royal residences. The British royal family operates under a unique financial arrangement, explains royal finance expert James Morrison. Much of what appears to be their personal wealth is actually held in trust for the nation. The House of Saud presents a dramatically different story. Founded in the 18th century when Mohammed bin Saud formed an alliance with religious leader Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, the family's true wealth explosion came with the discovery of oil in 1938. Before this, Saudi Arabia was primarily a desert kingdom of modest means. The first commercial oil well, nicknamed Dammam No. 7, changed everything. Within decades, the kingdom became the world's largest oil exporter. Unlike Britain, where royal and state finances are distinctly separated, the line between Saudi royal wealth and national treasuries remains notoriously blurred. When you have thousands of princes and princesses, all considered royal, and no clear distinction between state and family assets, you're looking at possibly the wealthiest family group on earth, notes Middle East financial analyst Dr. Aisha Khalid. The Saudi royal family's worth exceeds $1.4 trillion by conservative estimates. With approximately 15,000 family members, compared to Britain's core royal family of under 20, their wealth distribution creates a hierarchy of luxury even within their own ranks. King Salman bin Abdulaziz and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, control the greatest fortunes, with senior princes maintaining personal wealth that would dwarf most monarchs worldwide. While British royals measure their worth in millions or billions, Saudi princes count theirs in hundreds of billions. This fundamental difference speaks volumes. British royal wealth represents accumulated history and tradition, largely tied up in non-liquid assets. Saudi royal wealth represents raw financial power, with ready cash for whatever luxuries catch the royal eye. As we examine who lives more lavishly, remember this distinction. The British royal family inherits traditions of restraint along with their crown. The House of Saud creates new definitions of extravagance with each generation. This contrast sets the stage for our comparison of the ultimate royal lifestyles. where heritage meets hyperwealth in a clash of royal cultures. Royal residences, a study in contrasts. Royal power manifests most visibly in the homes of monarchs. The British royal family maintains a portfolio of historic properties that serve as both working palaces and private retreats. Buckingham Palace stands as their most recognizable residence, a 775-room administrative centre with state apartments, ballrooms, and the famous balcony where royals greet crowds during celebrations. With 52 royal and guest bedrooms, 188 staff bedrooms, and 78 bathrooms, the palace operates as the monarchy's headquarters rather than a luxurious home. Buckingham Palace is surprisingly modest in its private quarters, notes royal historian Catherine Meyer. The Queen's personal rooms were decorated with family photos, comfortable furniture, and beloved corgi dogs. It's the staterooms that display the grandeur. Windsor Castle, the oldest inhabited castle worldwide, serves as a weekend residence. Sandringham House in Norfolk hosts Christmas gatherings, while Balmoral Castle in Scotland provides summer holidays. Each property blends historical significance with practical function. British royal residences prioritize heritage over hedonism, explains architectural historian Dr. James Colby. Many rooms remain unchanged for decades. The luxury lies in the history itself. The House of Saud takes a dramatically different approach. Al Yamama Palace, the official royal headquarters in Riyadh, sprawls across 4 million square feet with gleaming marble, crystal chandeliers, and gold accents throughout. Yet this represents just the public face of Saudi royal living. King Fahd's personal palace reportedly contains 1,500 rooms with features including an Olympic-sized pool lined with precious stones. King Abdullah built a network of connected palaces outside Riyadh covering nearly 2 square miles, complete with helipads, multiple kitchens, and accommodations for hundreds of guests. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's portfolio raises the stakes further. His properties include the world's most expensive home, the $300 million Chateau Louis XIV near Paris, featuring a transparent underwater chamber beneath the moat where guests observe swimming fish. While British royals generally renovate existing historic properties, Saudi royals construct entirely new palaces featuring unprecedented luxury. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal built a 317,000 square foot palace with 371 rooms, 500 televisions, and a 75-person dining hall where meals are served on gold platters. Saudi royal residences also extend beyond national borders. The family owns numerous international properties, including entire compounds on France's Côte d'Azur, multiple London mansions, and extensive holdings throughout Europe and America. The difference is philosophical, observes royal property expert Nadia Kamal. British palaces project power through history and continuity. Saudi palaces project power through sheer scale and opulence. Perhaps most telling is how each family approaches privacy. British royal residences balance public duties with private spaces, opening state rooms for tours while maintaining family quarters. Saudi royal compounds remain completely shielded from public view, with high walls, security perimeters, and strict no-fly zones. This fundamental contrast between showcasing heritage and securing absolute privacy reveals much about how each monarchy views its relationship with subjects. British royals invite limited public access. Saudi royals create entirely separate worlds of luxury hidden from ordinary citizens. Royal transportation and luxury collections. When it comes to getting around, the British and Saudi royals occupy different universes of luxury. The British royal family maintains a modest fleet of vehicles by royal standards. The official state cars include custom Bentleys and Rolls-Royces, designed with heightened security features rather than lavish amenities. Queen Elizabeth II was known for her preference for sturdy Land Rovers on country estates, while King Charles has advocated for environmental consciousness, converting his vintage Aston Martin to run on surplus wine and cheese byproducts. The royal cars are primarily functional, explains automotive journalist Richard Hammond. The Queen's Bentley State Limousine was built for durability and security, bulletproof glass, armor plating, and even custom climate control to maintain the perfect temperature for public appearances. The royal train, though exclusive, is decidedly understated. The 9-carriage train features simple sleeping quarters, basic office spaces, and dining facilities described by royal staff as comfortable but not luxurious. For the House of Saud, transportation itself becomes a statement of limitless wealth. Their vehicle collection would make museum curators envious. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal maintains over 300 cars, including more than 20 Rolls-Royces and dozens of rare supercars. When Saudi princes vacation in London, their gold-plated Lamborghinis and custom Bugattis create traffic-stopping spectacles. The contrasts extend skyward. The British royals utilize a modest fleet of helicopters and lease private jets for international travel. The Royal Air Force operates the Queen's Flight, now King's Flight, with mid-sized aircraft for official tours. Saudi royals, however, command a fleet of private aircraft that rivals commercial airlines. King Salman's personal Boeing 747 features marble-lined bathrooms, multiple bedrooms, and a full-sized throne in the main cabin. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman travels in a customized Boeing 787 with interiors resembling a floating palace. For the Saudi royal family, private jets aren't just transportation, they're symbols of status, notes aviation specialist Thomas Wright. Their aircraft undergo multi-million-dollar conversions to create flying palaces. The sea reveals similar disparities. The British monarchy retired the Royal Yacht Britannia in 1997, ending centuries of royal maritime tradition. Today, they occasionally charter vessels for official visits. Meanwhile, Saudi royals collect superyachts like trophies. Crown Prince MBS purchased the 439-foot Serene for approximately $500 million. With 2 helipads, multiple swimming pools, an underwater viewing room, and accommodations for 24 guests served by 52 crew members, it exemplifies floating luxury. The collections extend beyond transportation. The British crown jewels represent historical significance rather than personal indulgence. Most pieces remain in the Tower of London, worn only during coronations and state occasions. Saudi royals approach jewelry as both investment and status symbol. Princess Haifa bint Faisal's jewelry collection reportedly includes pieces valued at over $100 million. One royal wedding featured a gift exchange of jewels worth more than $50 million between families. Art collections further illustrate the difference. The British Royal Collection, while valued in billions, belongs to the nation, held in trust by the monarch. Saudi princes acquire masterpieces for personal enjoyment, with Crown Prince MBS famously purchasing Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi for $450 million. The most expensive artwork ever sold. Royal lifestyle and public appearances. The daily routines of these royal families reveal profound differences in lifestyle philosophy. The British royal calendar revolves around duty. Their year includes approximately 3,000 official engagements across the family, from military ceremonies to hospital openings. Working royals maintain offices at Buckingham Palace with schedules planned months in advance. King Charles begins most days reviewing government papers in his red boxes, continuing a tradition centuries old. Public appearances follow strict protocols, with royals expected to maintain composure regardless of weather or personal comfort. The British royal lifestyle is defined by restraint, notes royal correspondent Elizabeth Howard. They follow the never complain, never explain philosophy. Even at black tie events, you'll notice appropriate jewelry rather than excessive display. British royal dining remains relatively modest. Palace kitchen staff prepare seasonal meals with an emphasis on locally sourced ingredients. Former royal chef Darren McGrady revealed that Queen Elizabeth preferred simple dishes like grilled fish or pheasant with vegetables from royal estates. Contrast this with Saudi royal living, where excess defines daily life. Saudi princes employ personal staffs numbering in the hundreds. A single royal may travel with an entourage of 50 to 100 people, including assistants, security, chefs, and personal stylists. Each senior Saudi royal essentially operates their own small government, explains Middle East analyst Hassan Mahmoud. The personal staff of King Salman alone exceeds 1,000 people. Meals become elaborate productions. Royal banquets feature gold cutlery, rare delicacies, and multiple courses prepared by teams of international chefs. One Saudi prince reportedly employs 5 pastry chefs dedicated solely to creating desserts. The differences extend to personal recreation. British royals enjoy relatively conventional hobbies. King Charles gardens and paints watercolors, Prince William plays polo, and the family enjoys countryside walks with their dogs. Saudi royals pursue pleasures only unlimited wealth can provide. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal constructed a private desert resort with artificial lakes and imported wildlife. Other family members maintain private zoos, customized amusement parks, and luxury hunting preserves stocked with exotic animals. Public appearances highlight further contrasts. British royals travel with minimal fuss, small security details and modest motorcycle escorts. Their ceremonies emphasize history over extravagance, with traditions dating back centuries performed in ancient settings. When Saudi royals travel, entire cities prepare. During King Salman's 2017 visit to Indonesia, his entourage included 1,500 people, 459 tons of equipment, and 506 hotel rooms across multiple luxury properties. For the king's arrival in Malaysia that same year, officials lined the highway from airport to palace with 9,000 flowers. Perhaps the most revealing comparison comes through annual vacations. The British royal family traditionally spends summers at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, enjoying hiking, fishing, and barbecues, activities many middle-class families might recognize. Saudi royals' summer retreats transform entire regions. When the royal family decamps to Marbella, Spain, or the French Riviera, they reserve entire floors of luxury hotels, close restaurants for private use, and deploy security forces that temporarily reshape local environments. The British royals' vacation, observes lifestyle writer Rebecca Chen. The Saudi royals relocate with their entire lifestyle infrastructure. Public image, philanthropy, and modern challenges. How each royal family presents itself to the world reveals fundamental differences in their approach to power and privilege. The British royals have mastered the art of strategic visibility. Through carefully managed media appearances, they balance accessibility with mystique. The monarchy maintains active social media accounts with millions of followers, offering glimpses into royal life while preserving institutional dignity. The British royal family operates with remarkable media savvy, explains communications expert Dr. Emma Richardson. They've evolved from a distant institution to relatable public figures without sacrificing their essential authority. Their philanthropic work forms a cornerstone of this public image. The Royal Foundation, established by Princes William and Harry, addresses issues including mental health, conservation, and community development. King Charles's Prince's Trust has helped over 1 million vulnerable young people build skills and confidence. These charitable efforts focus on sustainable impact rather than monetary display. When British royals support causes, they contribute personal time and genuine engagement alongside financial resources. The House of Saud approaches public image differently. While maintaining strict control over domestic media, they project international influence through massive investments and headline-generating philanthropy. King Salman's Humanitarian Aid Foundation has distributed billions in emergency relief worldwide. Individual princes establish universities, hospitals, and cultural centers bearing their names. In 2015, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal announced he would donate his entire $32 billion fortune to charity, though through his own foundation, maintaining control of these resources. Saudi royal philanthropy operates on an extraordinary scale, notes charitable sector analyst Patricia Johnson. However, these initiatives often serve dual purposes: humanitarian relief combined with reputation management and political influence. Both monarchies face modern challenges to their relevance and privilege. The British royals navigate Republican sentiment, generational shifts in attitude, and scandals that periodically erupt despite careful image control. They've responded with increased transparency about costs, reduced taxpayer burden, and streamlined operations. The British monarchy survives by adapting, observes constitutional historian Professor Richard Moore. They've transformed from rulers to symbolic figureheads, finding relevance in national unity and continuity rather than power. Saudi royals confront different challenges, balancing absolute authority with modernization pressures. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's Vision 2030 initiative aims to diversify the economy beyond oil dependency while introducing limited social reforms. Yet critics note these changes occur alongside intense crackdowns on dissent. Public perception of royal wealth differs dramatically between cultures. British subjects regularly debate the monarchy's value proposition, whether ceremonial benefits and tourism revenue justify public expenditure. In Britain, royal luxury must be justified, explains sociologist Dr. Helen Murray. The monarchy exists through public consent, requiring regular demonstrations of value. Saudi citizens lack similar forums for debate. The family's extreme wealth exists alongside significant economic inequality, with minimal distinction between state resources and royal assets. Both monarchies ultimately face the same question from different angles. In an age of democratic values and transparent governance, how do ruling families justify extraordinary privilege? Their contrasting answers, tradition versus transformation, restraint versus reinvention, define not just their lifestyles, but their very survival strategies. Who lives more lavishly? So who truly lives more lavishly? The British monarchy or the House of Saud? The answer reveals more about what we consider luxury than about the royals themselves. By raw numbers, the Saudi royal family's lifestyle exists in a category beyond conventional wealth. Their spending habits, $500 million yachts, custom Boeing 747s with gold fixtures, palaces with thousands of rooms, represent financial power without constraints. When a Saudi prince desires something, cost becomes irrelevant. The Saudi approach to luxury is accumulation without limitation, observes wealth analyst Michael Brennan. Their spending reflects both personal preference and demonstration of authority. The British royal family, despite their billions, operates with conscious restraint. Their luxury lies in heritage, wearing jewels that adorned monarchs centuries ago, residing in castles where history was made, maintaining traditions that connect past to present. The Windsor approach to luxury is curation rather than acquisition, notes cultural historian Dr. Amanda Lewis. They value legacy above novelty, continuity above consumption. Perhaps the most telling difference lies in how each monarchy handles public scrutiny. The British royals justify their position through service, transparency, and gradual modernization. They acknowledge changing social attitudes and adapt accordingly, recognizing their continued existence requires public support. The House of Saud maintains luxury through absolute authority, creating environments where questioning royal privilege remains impossible. Their lavish lifestyle continues without public accountability or democratic constraints. In answering our initial question, the Saudi monarchy unquestionably lives more lavishly if measured by expenditure, possessions, and unbridled consumption. But the British royals enjoy luxuries money cannot buy, 1,000 years of continuous history, global cultural significance, and a unique position balanced between power and popularity. What's your verdict? Which royal lifestyle would you choose? The carefully preserved tradition of the Windsors or the unlimited opulence of the House of Saud? Share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more exclusive looks into how the world's most powerful families really live. Make sure you don't leave without subscribing. See you on our next video.